Hey everybody, this is the fourth quarter of a fourth quarter game of the SOMIFA season, Strat-o-matic football. We have the Miami Dolphins facing the New York Jets. The Jets right now are 8-7. This is the last game of the season. One win, and they make it into the mini playoffs. The Dolphins, on the other hand, have had a little bit of a rough season, and I think if they lose, they'll actually hurt their draft position. So I'm tuning in for the fourth quarter. Tom Cook is the coach of the Jets, and Dan Moore is the coach of the Miami Dolphins. So it was 17-3 at the half. Or, excuse me, it was 10-3 at the half. Then the lead expanded to 17-3. The Jets cut it to 17-10, and now they're driving inside the red zone at the Miami 17, facing a 3rd and 6. I'm sure they'll go for a field goal here. It's a run call off of an off-tackle draw. What a ballsy call there by Dan, and he stops the drive. Let's see, it was a 1 anyway, and even guessed wrong, it would have been short of the yardage. So it was a good call. I think Tom was hoping to get a reading off the D card behind his 6 guard and 5 center, perhaps. But falls short. He's got Dan Bailey on, who's 2 through 8 and 12 from this distance. Not very good for a modern kicker, but he kicks it through. Now it's 17-13. The Jets still trail in their bid to make the mini playoffs. And once you make the mini playoffs, anything can happen. The kick is 8 yards deep, and this is the old bug-a-rooney that Strat needs to get fixed. Every time there's a kickoff, the game disconnects, and this is going to really hamper playoff broadcasts. But what can you do? That's something's wrong with their code, and they know about it, apparently, allegedly. So, and this is not, I have a pretty new machine. Uh-oh. Now it's not even letting me back in. Let's make sure I don't have a spurious Strat Football still running in the background. We got a lot of stuff running in the background. I want to see the start with whatever it is. I have to clean that up a little bit. But anyway, it should be okay. Let's go back in there and try it again. Unless they crashed. They could have crashed. I put the wrong number in there. That's why it didn't work. I typed it in manually and had another game there in the back. So anyway, 17-13. The Dolphins have the ball now. It's going to be some choppy playoff broadcasts. Maybe that's why I haven't broadcast too many games this year. Let's look at the box score. So here we go. 17 first downs for the Jets, 16 for the Dolphins. Miami's made it on 4th down twice. Not so good on 3rd downs, 1 for 5. The Jets have picked up half their first downs, but yet they trail. We got Matt Moore and Ryan Fitzpatrick sharing duties for the Jets. Andy Dalton for the Dolphins, completing 75% of his passes. Alex Collins has got a nice card as well. They're facing a 3rd and 7. Tom would love to get a 3 and out here and get the ball back. We missed 2 plays. They picked up a total of 3 yards, so we didn't miss much. Collins in the backfield in a 3 wide set. Landry, Garcon, and Roberts are the receivers, along with Michael Bennett as the tight end. I'm sorry, Martellus Bennett as the tight end. Crossing banner to Garcon. To dump off, defender X or +2 or +8, and Bradley Roby is the 3rd wide receiver, or the slot corner that was covering the 3rd wide receiver. 4th and 5. 11:42 left. It's a punt to.
What's up, Pum?
It's a punt. Hey, what's up, bud?
What's up, Dad?
The ball is fair caught by Christian McCaffrey. This is Tom Cook's battle for playoff for his playoff life here.
Sounds cool.
So 1st and 10's got the ball back, down by 4, 11:24 to go in the game. The game's pace is glacial. Unless I'm locked up again, but I think it only locks up on kickoffs. Hello? Maybe we are locked up. I think he's just taking a long time. Maybe he's going back and forth between Fitzpatrick and Matt Moore. All right, so here we go.
Dude, I finally achieved perfection.
Tell me.
Where it doesn't rattle.
Oh, nice.
And then it's a smooth close at the same time.
Did you tighten it up or what?
Yeah, you tighten it up, you try to find the right exact
tension.
Yeah.
Nice. My son has been working on fixing his pocket knife, which we got in Alaska, right?
Fixing?
Well, adjusting?
Yeah, adjusting.
Adjusting, not fixing. Well, it wasn't broken per se, but it was making a rattle and not closing smoothly. So anyway, it was a run on 1st down, linebacker in zone as Sam Acho had plugged the hole, stopping Devontae Freeman. Ryan Fitzpatrick is back in the game. After Matt Moore played the last series, it's a run to Zach Ertz. 3 men in zone, plus 12. If he would have dropped the man down, it would have been incomplete. 1st and 10. That's all you need right now. Just keep piling up those 1st downs and make it so you have a shot. Fitz is playing really well today, 7 of 9 for 71 yards. We saw Moore's numbers, not quite as impressive as that. So with the combination of the dump off, even though Dan's got really weak linebackers against the pass, it's a must run by Fitz. There's an injury. David DeCastro goes down, left guard, and that joins a myriad of injuries. Tom's missing Kenny Clark, DeCastro, and he also missed his inside linebacker, Ryan Shazier, for part of the first half. One moment, Tom says, as he looks at his possible backups. Jeff Allen is the guy who comes in. He's a 4-3. I bet Tom's going to do a replace and move Lane Taylor, the 4-4, over to left guard and shift Jeff Allen, the 4-3, over to right guard, which is what you should do. Since we have a moment, if you have a pass rush test, especially against a 3, like a 3-3-5 or a 3-4, the right guard goes up against the second high linebacker, which means you have to have 2 guys coming in order for his challenge to be tested. Let's see, did he do that? No, he left. He hasn't done that yet. So Lane Taylor's still manning the right guard spot. SOMIFA does allow you to switch him around in case of an injury. 2nd and 5. SOMIFA also allows you to change your quarterback at the start of each possession. You can't change it each play. Like right now, 2nd and 5 is a good time for a flat passer. You can't go to Moore and then back to Fitzpatrick. It's a bomb to Julio Jones against the pass defender, extra long gain, and Jonathan Joseph and his 4 rating against the pass makes the play, knocks the ball away at the last moment, preventing Julio Jones from hauling in what could have very well been a go-ahead touchdown. 3rd and 5. Dan brought the heat, but there was no pass rush chance. Especially against somebody who likes to blitz like Dan and myself, I would definitely shift over that flop those guards
You know what
around.
blitz means in German?
What does blitz mean in German?
Lightning.
Oh, really? Is that what the blitzkrieg?
It means lightning.
Oh, nice. Blitzkrieg means lightning. See, I love the fact that I can learn things from my kiddos. Well, I'm not a kiddo anymore. 13, going on 14. Young man. Can I tell you what is this thing for? This came with the Oculus.
I have no idea.
I think
I
it's
didn't
just
do much research on Oculus. All I know is they're pretty cool.
This must be to tighten it up, like something comes loose, because this is like a little screw.
Yeah.
Tom says, sorry about that. My mouse is acting up. 3rd and 5. Corey Clement checks into the game along with Sean McGrath as they go to a blocking back halfback set. Ertz, Julio Jones, and Cooper Kupp are the receivers. Dan says, no biggie. Just gave me a chance to get another refill of my bourbon. So that's the way Dan likes to enjoy his strat. A little bit of the good stuff. Ryan Fitzpatrick will take a shot. Oh, because he needs a shot of bourbon. Thank you very much, Dennis. So there's what Tom was looking for in that last play with McCaffrey. Was running and hoping to hit the D card for like a center reading +12 on a 6, +5 on that 7 and 8. That's the on a line buck. He was looking at an off tackle last time. So you got some chance against the average pass defense to pick up the yardage, even when containment's in effect on a 3rd and 5, 3rd and 7. This could have been the offensive onside tackle +8 or +3, +10 on 8. So yeah, you got some chances there. I think it was 3rd and 6. See, that's a good point. Dan says no call stops that. The white die was a 4, which means even if there was a man in the zone, it would have been offensive center +6 or +1. So even if he had plugged, it wouldn't have made the stop. Now, we talked about his weak linebackers against the pass. That middle linebacker is a 4-0. Sideline left, Jones being double covered. Oh, and it hits Fitz's only number. +7 for +7. 8:06 to go in the game, 2nd and 3rd. So Dan, despite the fact that it could hurt his draft choices, is playing like he always plays, playing to win. And look at that sack chance. Everson Griffin, 9 against Seth McGrath, 3. So the chance was, even on a flat pass, was 27%, and the random roll was a 29. So there was a chance for a sack there. Ugh, Dan says, as he notices that, as well as the fact that, that was the only hit on Fitzpatrick's card that would have resulted in a completion. Fitz now 8 of 11 for 78 yards. Curl to Cooper Kupp. Again, it's the 3-minute zone 9 roll. He was king the halfback there, and that gets him closer to field goal range. Although I guess there's enough time left that if you ran into a 4th down and 5+ in field goal range, you probably would take the points, hoping to play defense and get it back, knowing that even if you gave up a touchdown, you're still only down a score. But a lot of people would probably go for it anyway on 4th down. Depending on the circumstances and the teams involved. This is the drive I've collapsed on too many times this season, Dan says. He was bringing the heat. He had a chance for a sack on the flat pass. And he was taking a chance by keying the running back. Tom goes to a single halfback and 2 tight end set. Kobe Fleener checks in as the 2nd tight end. Off tackle left to Freeman. Guessed wrong. No man in zone. Offensive onside in +7 or +2. And the aforementioned Kobe Fleener can't make the block. So it'll be 2nd and 8. Somebody's asking me a question. Take that on my phone as we continue the broadcast. Remember, Tom's field goal kicker isn't that good, so that may make him more lean towards going for it on 4th down. Pitch out left to McCaffrey, being keyed, but there's nobody in that zone. It's on the D card anyway, defensive end +1 or +5. Tyrone Crawford comes through with that 4 comes through. So now it's 3rd and 7 at the 35. Decision time coming up here if he can't convert. This would be another one maybe where he'd run and then try to go for it on 4th down, but we've already seen Dan willing to call run on 3rd and containment in effect. So what will Tom do? He stays blocking back halfback, brings Corey Clement here, who has limited carries, but he's unlimited in the second half. Let's look at his receiving card. Good rushing card, can pick you up. Guess wrong. And remember that it's a 0 middle linebacker, so if he doesn't move the free safety down, that means that containment only happens on a 1, not in 2 or 3. There is no containment. Could bring down the free safety, shift the linebacker over to one of the outside spots to put 2 men in one of the flats. He's got Jones covered by a 4, Cup covered by a 5, Ertz covered by a 4. Look for a short pass here to Ertz or Cup. Maybe McGrath is covered by a 0, but I don't think he has a great short pass card. Yeah, average, maybe below average. Guessed right. Not good chances there, but could hit Fitz card. Could be a dump off. Lots of turns and roundabouts here. 6:18 to go in the game. Okay, Tom's got his formation call. Dan responds. The bomb to Jones, double covered by the free safety, and that's incomplete. 4th and 7.
Yeah.
I'll be back. I gotta take the boys up to bed. Let's go, Dan boys. We them boys.
Yes, go.
Yeah, I guess right.
What are you gonna play, Steve? Tomorrow?
When?
Tomorrow.
Okay. Which civilization do you want to play?
I'm going to play as a new one that I haven't played that before.
I'm playing as always mod.
What do you mean?
My slave trader mod tonight. Lord of the Rings. 300 gold per turn.
Yeah.
At turn 55. I like you too. What are you gonna do with this kid? Every time you get that. Did you really do it?
There you go. There you go. Good question. Where'd you go?
Right there. Good job.
You know that little part where you have to return this work from you?
What do you want to do? All right, I'm back. Slant to Martellus Bennett. It looks like Tom did not make it. Let me scroll back up after this play. That's going to be a first down. 5 minutes left. So let's see what happened here. Okay, we got Christian McCaffrey. This is the drive by collapse. McCaffrey got a yard. Jones was a double team bomb. Third down was an incomplete to Ertz. Okay, injury to Josh Sitton, which is also. Oh no, that was on fourth down. That fourth down was Ertz incomplete. All right, so here we go. Dan pointed out a great call that Tom made when he double teamed Martellus Bennett. Sideline right to Pierre Garçon, picks up 6, 2nd and 4, 3:54 to go. Let's see their little conversation. Yes, because Dalton hasn't really been looking for him tonight. Plus 27. Unpredictable. Whoops, I didn't mean that. I just meant he's having a big game. LOL. LOL is a bad thing. So here we go. 2nd and 4. Tom needs to get a stop. 3:54 to go in the game. Ooh, big stop there. Linebacker in zone -1 +4. Melvin Ingram stuffs the play. Third and 5. 3:18 to go. Getting down to the nitty gritty. Tom goes 3-5. Maybe thinking that he's going to run here since he's in blocking back halfback. 6-4, 4-6. See, that's a tough call. That's a nice combo of inside linebackers, but what do you do on 3rd and 5? Do you stick with the 4-6 of McKinney to stop containment? No, you probably go with Deion Jones to cover a flat with a 6. He calls run, but there's 2 men in the zone. He passes a flare to the right. Nice plug. Tom stops it with a white die 4. So what would it have been? A linebacker in zone +1 or +6. So he would have stopped it anyway, I believe. But still, nice job. You never know when a white die 6 is going to come up, or it would have been a white die 5. Square out right to Cooper Kupp. 2:42 to go in the game. Incomplete off the receiver's card. Okay, 2nd and 10. Pitch out left to Freeman. Nobody's in the zone. Guessed wrong. But the defensive end, well, he fails to make the play, but the gain's only 3 yards, so it'll be 3rd and 7. 4-2-5. Defense for Dan. Now he's doing that to get rid of that 4-0 middle linebacker since Tom's staying base. He can bring down Briam Bodie Calhoun to plug that middle, or Jordan Poyer. It's an inside run to Freeman. He doesn't plug with anybody. He does a double team. Guessed wrong is a 6-yard gain, but that brings a 4th and 1. You got to go for it. 4-down territory here. Left to Zach Ertz on 4th and 1. Ooh, and Fitz gets the 5-yard hit. First and 10 now. 1:37 to go. 3 timeouts for the Jets. 2 timeouts for Miami. Pitch out left to Corey Clement. Picked up 2, although obviously it didn't show on my box score, but I can see it's 2nd and 8 now. Sometimes that happens. View card image. View card image. So it still doesn't show up. So the last play on our play-by-play was the Zach Ertz 5 yards. That happens with stress times. It'll skip ahead. So here we go. 2nd and 8. 1:15 to go. Quick out right to Ertz. There's a 0 there. Another 5-yard gain. That'll bring up 3rd and 3. Does not get out of bounds. Third and 3 now. Playoff berth on the line. 1:07 to go. Dan goes with the 4-2-5. Gives him the versatility to double team. It's a fly to Kupp, but Dan's got 2 men in zone. But it's a must run on Fitzpatrick's card. My goodness, 7-yard gain, and that's a 1st down at the 50-yard line. You need a touchdown, or you go home for the year. Man, well, that was a ballsy call. Thinking that he would double team the two guys covered by 4s and leave the long pass zone with 0 men in zone. Instead, there were 2 men in zone. Anything on the D card, that would have been trouble. 45 seconds to go. He does not use a timeout. He goes, hurry up. It might have gone a spike there just to save some time. He goes with the 4-2-5. Maybe he wanted to keep Dan in the 4-2-5. Curl to Cooper Kupp. 3 men in zone. Receiver reading incomplete. Down to 37 seconds left. 37. Best case scenario. 37, 30, 22, 15, 8, 1, end a game, 7 plays left, and that's if you either call a timeout or get out of bounds on every play. 7 plays to get 50 yards. 7 plays or less to get 50 yards. To me, that means you need a big gainer. Maybe one of those white die sixes could come in handy here. Crossing pattern to Jones, double covered, and that goes right into the teeth of the defense. Dan with a nice double there. Incomplete, right, wrong, or doubled, so that's 6 plays or less remaining. What a way to end the season, 3rd and 10. We've seen the look-in pass open twice, and Tom has 2 timeouts. But is Dan just baiting him? Does he want him to try to throw in there? And then he'll have 2 guys in there suddenly. Man, you got to take a pop in that look-in zone. You know, maybe with Freeman, maybe with Fleener, somebody he's not double teaming. To pitch out left, 1 man in zone, guessed wrong. Oh, and it's on the D card. My, oh my, a flat pass there would have been an empty zone. There was no sack chance. That would have got you down to 16 yards closer. So that would have got you down to the 34. Instead, you're at the 49, 4th and 11. Now do or die. Forget about the 4 plays or less remaining. You need a first down. You need 10 yards right here. Dan likes to bring the heat. Maybe try to shoot for an empty flat pass zone, but after he just showed his knickers, chances are he won't leave himself uncovered. 4th and 11, 22 seconds left. Tom's playoff life on the line. Ooh wee! Things are getting good. Let's see how the broadcast is doing. Yep, still going strong. Fourth and 11. I think, if I'm reading this right, Dan went 4-1-6. 4-1-6 against the blocking back halfback in shotgun. So Fitzpatrick is not a pistol quarterback. That means he can only line bug. Christian McCaffrey, his worst column is the line bug. Square out left to cut. Single covered. He gets the 13 yards. Oh my stars and garters. Call that timeout. 15 seconds left to get 38 yards. So he saw Dan continuously leaving his flats open and finally decided to take a poke. I said it would get you 16 yards. That's on a stock card. 13 yards on these draft league cards on an 11, 0-minute zone. So 1st and 10 is a 38. 15, 8, 1 game. So you have 4 plays maximum. 4 plays or less. You have to get out of bounds or use a timeout every single time. So really, you need, keep shooting at those flats. Maybe you'll get that plus 30. Maybe you'll get the long gain. Even a plus 10. If you get 10 yards every pop for those 4 plays, you're in. But that means you have to get out of bounds every time. Dan will catch on to that if you keep doing the same thing over and over again. And Tom is taking his time, rightfully now. And I ain't mad at you. If there's any time to take your time, it's this. Season on the line. Dan shifts to a 3-3-5, not showing his open zones as easily. Tom goes 3 wide. You need a dump off here, but guess what? Under 30 seconds or under 45 seconds, there's no more dump offs. So that ain't happening, Captain. That ain't happening, Captain. I didn't say Captain. That ain't going to happen, Captain. That's better. So here we go. Bomb to Julio Jones, and it's picked off. The Jets season ends. Miami Dolphins draft picks drops a little bit, but there's going to be dancing in the streets of Miami as they upset the heated rivalry with the Jets. And as you see, the Patriots, I need to fix my graphics for the 2017 season. I see it spinning. I hope that doesn't mean we're crashed. Maybe it just means they're deciding what to do. Can you be a spectator on more than one game? More than a copy of your game? Yes, you can. So this one's hung. So we'll close the program here. And we'll join over here. Good game, Dan. I had a feeling I was going to lose this one. I told Dennis earlier. I told Tom he was going to win. And I just said that because I wanted to, boost his morale, give him some kudos, give him some confidence. 8 seconds left. You get a pick. They took a knee. Andy Dalton. There's the box score, folks. So this game is over. Evenly split. 21 carries for Moore, or 21 pass attempts for Moore and Fitzpatrick. Only 10 carries for Freeman, 9 for McCaffrey. Gore got 5. The running game wasn't doing much. So that's 29 rushes, 31 if you count Fitzpatrick's must runs. Or line bugs, who knows what he was doing, and 42 passes. Not a bad ratio. But it looks like the Dolphins did just enough to get the win. And Dan always plays to win. He's had some rough luck this year. And I know Tom desperately wanted to win it, get in, and once you get into the playoffs, anything can happen. Even pull off an upset or so. So who knew a 4-12 season would end with some upside? Sometimes I get into games with this team, it's hard to figure out what to do on offense. Yeah, Tom did not, he doesn't have a great quarterback situation. He's got Andrew Luck for next year, who was hurt this year. No, Tom says you didn't ruin your draft position. Maybe Dan was already locked in. And I get Sam Darnold. That's right, beat a Jets fan with the Dolphins. Interesting, because Dan now he's locked into the number 2 pick in the draft at 4-12. Tom's going to finish 8-8 and just out of the mini playoffs. Tom's cool with that because he figures he's going to be in the top 12, and he did well with an 8-8 season. So anyway, that is the game, folks. I'm going to shut this down and post it, and I'll talk to you guys soon.